What's up?
We're keeping that. Fuck that. We're keeping that.
We just do. What's up?
What's up, guys?
Welcome back
to our second video.
The week of Monday the 21st.
Yeah, because you had a gig on the 20th, so it must be the 21st.
I just played yesterday, Sunday.
Back with our second video, our second full video. We saw the analytics for our first video, and
we're not happy.
It was all right.
Brian's not happy.
We noticed that 36% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet.
So, like, come on, man. What are you doing? Do it right now.
Yeah,
exit,
so
little box.
Kind of. It was kind of underwhelming after the first video that we did with the introduction, but hey, just keep climbing from here. Hopefully,
yeah. We'll find a true fan. We'll find.
Hopefully, if you've seen this one, you haven't seen the last one, you check out the last one too.
Watch it. Give it a like. Comment.
Basically,
follow us on Instagram.
Today it's kind of again. We're doing this again. Basically, we have some albums that came out recently that we're gonna review.
Do Coffin Rot.
Coffin Rot,
album,
a new band that we found out about.
Yeah.
Dude,
they don't even have 1,000 like listeners.
It's their debut album.
Damn. It's fucking amazing.
That, and we got other bands like 1349, Necronomicon. Then you have
I'm doing the new Fit for an Autopsy. Fit for an Autopsy EP, the 3 songs that just released. I'm also gonna do the new Alter Bridge album, and I'm reviewing Tasmanian Glow by Strawberry Girls. So that's happening.
So look forward to those towards the end of the video. Again, we might end up putting time markers because
we don't know yet.
Somebody we know said he didn't want to watch the whole thing, and he needed time to skip throughout the video.
Just watch it. You'll learn something.
Whatever.
You'll learn something and you'll show support.
So, again, metal news. What's in for today?
So, Hatebreed is gonna come out with a new album next year. I am not a huge fan of Hatebreed, but like sometimes they're the mood.
Neither am I.
Sometimes they're the mood, bro.
You know, if you just want to destroy stuff.
You're just at work and you're just like trying to grind out for, like, the last hour. Trying to get the fuck home. Hatebreed's like Hatebreed is always the mood. And then also another band that I really enjoy listening to, The Faceless, is working on 2 possible new releases.
You got some criticism for this from your fellow bandmates.
Did I? Oh yeah, they didn't like it. They should. They're missing out. If you're watching this, Jared, probably you.
Nobody else is probably watching.
Yeah.
Probably just Jared, because it's probably All right, none of that shit.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, Faceless releasing new music.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that because that's gonna be good.
I listen to them sometimes too.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, dude. We wanna address the elephant in the room about Steel Panther.
I mean, not everybody knows Steel Panther.
I know, but like, I think it's the biggest news.
Last week we covered their new release, and then this week there's problems. There's drama within the band and another famous band from the 80s.
Yeah, it was a Metal Sucks one, or was it the Loudwire video? They were like watching old music videos, and then they're like, he says Vince Neil's his favorite dead musician.
Oh yeah. So that's how it all started. Satchel.
That was funny. I saw it. I was like, damn, like that's hilarious. Actually.
And he said that they were like, oh, he's not dead.
It was Michael's.
They said that he wasn't dead, and he was like, yeah, but he's not the same person. He's not the same person, so he's probably pretty much dead. That part of him is dead.
Nikki Sixx got mad.
And then the bass player of Motley Crue got mad and called them out. I think it was on Twitter or whatever. Called them out.
Yeah, the Twitter feed.
Said that they were backstabbers.
Yeah, fake people. Wannabe. He called them wannabes.
Yeah.
He called them wannabe.
And so, I mean,
I don't know, man.
I don't think you can really roast Steel Panther because
they're a joke.
They're a parody.
Like they're supposed to do that.
You can't say that they're trying to take anyone's spot. I mean, even though sometimes I like listening to a little bit more Steel Panther. But
yeah, like they're not. They are a serious band, but they're not a serious band. That's what makes Steel Panther Steel Panther. You know, that little fine line between like, hey, look, we're actually very talented musicians, but hey, look,
So
prank for jokes.
It started when there was an interview.
What was it?
Yeah, and then they brought it up on Loudwire as well.
Oh shit.
So yeah, it was in an interview with this YouTube that I follow called Little Punk People. It's just a kid that has the best time of his life interviewing musicians that everyone would like to interview.
Yeah.
And that's when it got brought up. And probably was just a joke at the time, but Nikki Sixx, being Nikki Sixx, didn't really like it.
Yeah, honestly.
And he just started roasting them, calling
them backstabbers. He
gets
mad about a lot of things. I think Nikki Sixx gets mad about a little too much.
I think it's just because it's outdated. Like him and Motley Crue. Like I mean, Motley Crue's retired.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the band members aren't all retired, but I mean, like you don't really hear much about Nikki Sixx anymore unless he does something like this.
Or I mean, 6 a.m. is a pretty badass band.
They're not popular anymore. They were popular like 2 years ago.
That's true.
I haven't heard a word about 6 a.m. in probably 2 years.
Sure, you're probably right.
So yeah, so they really don't got anything going on. Pretty much anybody in Motley Crue is pretty much just starting trouble. You know, Tommy Lee's always talking shit on
Travis Scott,
or just anybody that feels like it. You know, no matter who it is. And then you know, Nikki Sixx finds times to do stuff like this.
Anytime someone says anything bad about Motley Crue,
or they make a joke. It's not even just bad shit.
Yeah. It's just every time Motley Crue is brought up, it's not positive.
They're uptight about their repertoire they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, then that went down, and then all of a sudden, I saw because I follow Steel Panther on Instagram. I saw that they posted a video saying that I think Steel Panther posted a video. You know how there's like the meme where it's like you ask Siri something and then Siri gives you a response.
I haven't seen that one.
Well, basically they did that, and Steel Panther put a post that said, "Siri, what's the definition of a backstabber?" And then they put a video up of the feud between Motley Crue in the 80s. It was pretty funny. Made sense. Pretty funny. Good way to go, you know, good comeback with Motley Crue's own mistakes. Yeah, I mean, just a little, you know. Yeah, right there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's also a tweet.
I pulled up the tweet right now that Steel Panther made.
Yeah, hey Siri, what's backstabbing? And then Siri put up a video of Vince Neil's feud back then with the band.
I think it's just a problems the band had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like throughout their
good comeback. It was funny. I laughed.
I thought it was funny. I didn't see like all of it, but I heard I saw the post. It's like, oh shit, is he getting a little serious?
Motley Crue just needs to calm down. Stick to retirement.
I mean, like, what else are they gonna do?
Exactly.
They're bored.
I mean, they retired. It's their decision.
A lot of people that retire are like bored. They get bored. They should just do a reunion tour. Nikki Sixx, if you're watching,
do you really?
If you're that bored, come on. We'd like to see your reunion tour, dude. That'd be dope. Please do that.
I don't
share this snippet.
Does anybody really want to hear Vince Neil sing right now?
Dude, I just want to see like Motley Crue bring out like the classic like 80s shit that they were doing.
That'd be cool, but like
all the I want to go see them.
You know that
I'm not old.
You know that Vince Neil's singing right now is a meme.
Dude, so what? It's still Vince Neil. Like I
would.
Because like I never got the chance to see him in my life, and I would like to see Sixx and all the guys get back together from Motley Crue and throw like one last like reunion tour. That'll be amazing. I'd love to.
At me, Nikki Sixx. I don't care what I say. Whatever we do gets us more views.
Yeah, come on.
So Nikki Sixx, I don't want to see Motley Crue anytime soon.
But I do, and it'd be great.
Come at me, bro.
Start a feud. Or like, come on.
We're doing it right now.
Come on.
Just a person recording in a small area. Come at me.
Come on. Take my old laptop.
Home sweet home.
All right, and this is something that I'm excited to talk about. I really am, and it's about Highly Suspect. How they're coming out with a new release and new album. And first of all, it started because the singer was calling out fake fans because they didn't like the new Tokyo Ghouls song, which I honestly really like. Like, I didn't love it at first, but It's highly suspect. And I usually listen to a lot of them. So eventually, it got played enough, and I was like, hey, like this song's pretty good. So I can see where how some fans might be used to it, but you gotta also understand that the band's the band. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and you really like them for that, or you can't really define like what a band should do. You can't. But he also announced that he's gonna be collaborating with Gojira, and it's gonna be a technical, like probably the best album you've ever heard. And I'm personally really excited. It's gonna be a new song that comes out sometime this week, and I'm like, I gotta hear it because High Suspect is fucking great. If you never listened to them, please do. You're wasting your time. Listen to them right now. That was my little Highly Suspect. I love that band.
I'd probably only check it out because they're collaborating with Gojira.
Yeah, fucking. Cause like that's gonna be epic. Like, fuck. Listen to them. 16 was good too. That was their other new song. And then we also gotta talk about suicide rates. Man, why do I feel like I'm always like the sad one talking?
I don't know. The way you presented that just seemed very.
I feel it was like too straightforward. I'm sorry, guys. I'm learning.
Where did we get this idea about suicide?
Oh, because I saw like a little post on, I want to say Loudwire. I'm gonna credit Loudwire in this one, or Metal Sucks. I'm gonna credit Metal Sucks too, just in case I'm wrong. They said that youth suicide rates have increased. And like, that is really sad. I should have fact-proofed that, huh?
Not really a joke, but it's like very bland statement. It's just like you would think that something like Metal Sucks or Loudwire would put something like youth suicide rates decline because of metal music.
I don't know if it's just they're talking about metal music and just saying like no, they're just saying has increased.
They're just saying overall.
Yeah, overall it's increased. Yeah,
but that's not something you really see them post. Usually it's like, oh, metal helps with stress. And it's like, yeah, sure.
I think just music and does.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh shit! Yeah, the CDC has announced that.
It was on Loudwire.
It was the CDC,
which is the fact-checking proof for everything.
Center for Disease Control.
Once they're doing it, must be some sort of like fundraiser or something because they're trying to help out.
Yeah, or just bring awareness. It's important to bring awareness. Like everyone should bring awareness.
Should know your suicide hotline.
Yeah, we'll put a link in the description below.
Or we'll just type it in the description. I mean, you know anyone?
Give them a number.
The number, or you call the number.
Have a friend.
Have them talk to it.
You're a friend. That was a little sad corner right there.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just post it. I mean, we can post a link too, but you just look it up, and I mean, we'll just put the number in the description for anybody who may be thinking that way. Again, 56%. That's a huge number for Loudwire. I mean, CDC threw it out there, which is kind of nuts because they're pretty credible when it comes to what they write.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I'm not used.
But it's still sad. Raise awareness. We gotta raise awareness. New spiders in Brazil. Spider-Man with one arm. Yeah. So we also found out that Rick Allen, Bruce Dickinson, Klaus Main, and Andre Motos got mortalized into the what's the word called? Species of a spider species.
New spider species were named after musicians. Rick Allen of Def Leppard, Bruce Dickinson, obviously of Iron Maiden. You got Klaus Main of
he's Scorpions. He's from the Scorpions.
Yeah, Scorpions.
He's from the Scorpions.
Andre is from Angra.
Angra, the Brazilian metal band.
Yeah. So they all got names, and they're very crazily named, aren't they?
Dude, they sound the same. Just insert name here.
So the person who made these names really put a lot of effort. Can you read some of them for us?
Extraordinarius Bruce Dickinson.
So if you get anything from this, every name of this new spider species is basically Extraordinarius name of the person with an I at the end.
Like, I'm sure, like, there's a scientific, like...
Extraordinarius Bruce Dickinson.
Probably means something. You break it down.
Extraordinarius Rick Allen. Extraordinarius Klaus Maine. That's pretty much every name.
Bro, I'm pretty sure, like, there's, like, a super specific scientific, like...
We saw that Rick Allen was happy to hear about this.
Yeah.
He was, supportive of it. He liked it.
Crazy. I saw he also tagged a little picture of a spider with missing an arm. I was like, damn.
So, if he was missing an arm, how many would he have? Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments if you know.
Of course, I guess he doesn't know how many legs a spider has, so...
How many legs does a spider have? Put it in the comments. Come on. I want to see that.
I'm gonna guess... If anyone says anything other than the right number, it's like...
Bro. Am I gonna get, like caught out for not knowing?
Probably not, because nobody comments on our stuff.
That's true. Or they probably won't even get this far in the video.
Yeah, well, we'll have time things. Well, yeah, we'll probably just put metal news. They'd have to...
They have to search.
There's the point of watching the entire thing. You get golden gems like this, where I ask how many legs a spider has.
I fuck up and they can't edit it out. This is a raw podcast. It's a raw podcast. Napalm Death is currently mixing the new record. That should be out sooner than later, I hope.
What number is this? I don't know what number this is.
I don't know. If you know, comment. I'm just
gonna
milk that.
If you have anything to say to us, even if it's high, put it in
comment.
The comments. Yeah. Napalm Death releasing a new record. They're mixing it.
We'd like to interact with you. You're there.
Pretty much, yeah. If you exist.
If you exist, please let us know. It don't mean a lot to us.
Just so you guys comment more, we'll shout out the names of people who comment on each video. Last video, we had this guy named Jose. I don't know who he is. Oh, yeah, this guy. And then my friend Phelan from work. We call him Jose, which is cool. But yeah, that was it. So
share, comment, and share.
Shout out to
all these loyal.
Shout out to Phelan, the person that literally watches these videos.
I watch it.
You put first, like we said not to do.
Hey man, I saw the opportunity. I didn't do it the first video. I was gonna do it the first video. I was like, nah, and someone beat me.
I wonder if Brian was about to do it, and then he saw yours first, and then he was just like, nah.
Yeah, man. Like I wanted to be the first one to do it. I want to get that stripped away from me. Periphery announces 2020 tour with Pliny, Highlight, I don't know, and Coffin. Honestly, I love Pliny. I love Periphery. They're both great bands.
How do you love Pliny if you didn't know who it was?
I can't pronounce the fucking name, bro. Covet, I've only heard a couple songs, but I know that the couple songs I do like.
I really like Periphery and what's his name? I like the pedal that Periphery made. Misha Mansour's pedal and his guitars. So
solid band.
I would really like to check out a Precision Device by Horizon Devices or a Jackson Misha Mansour signature. Just send it this way.
We're savage.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. Follow us on Instagram. Send us the DM.
Just hit us up with I want the signature Jackson. I want Mark Holcomb's signature PRS. What else? I want the new PV Invective 120. Even the mini head would work. Anything. No, we'll put in a video just to sponsor. We'll put it right here.
Come on, people.
Imagine Misha having a guitar right here, amp right here, maybe the pedals over here. We just have it there for a while. And I'll definitely.
Or behind us. We'll put like shelves.
That could start our gear reviews.
Yeah, we'll do gear reviews. Come on.
Everybody at Misha Mansour, at Periphery with this video. Put them to this time.
Yeah. Right now, we'll mark this.
Oh, I'm not gonna mark it.
No, I'll find it and I'll write it down.
Yeah, at Misha Mansour on anything. Tell him
Please.
we want to demo his gear and keep it.
Please.
I just want to demo it. I've never tried a Misha Mansour anything. So I want to try it since I play Jackson myself. Yeah, so new tour with P-League.
I want to go. If you see this video,
send us money.
I want to go.
Send us money to go to concerts.
Yeah, come on, we'll do it. We'll cover your concert.
Link below to our Patreon.
Not yet, Brian. Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
New Marilyn Manson song.
Spooky.
I am gonna just come out and say it.
So new guilty pleasure?
I like it a little better than the original.
What's the original? I don't think people know.
It's a Johnny Cash song, and I know it's probably a sin, and you guys are probably gonna hate me for it.
I mean, but we're metalheads. We sin every morning.
It's true, so fuck you. I like it. If you haven't listened to it, check it out. Really good.
Whoever's watching this video right now just clicked off.
They're like, this guy's fucking boring.
Marilyn Manson covers Johnny Cash, and this guy likes him more.
I like it a little more. Yeah.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
If you agree
it's
with
modernized.
me, if you agree with me, put disrespect in the comments.
Like, you can love a classic for being classic, but you can love a new song for having.
Put the word disrespect in the comments. Rest in peace, Johnny Cash. Rest in peace, bro.
No, he's still around. He'll be around for a while. I feel like he's not gonna go anywhere for a long time.
I feel like he's gonna be like the Ozzy Osbournes and
you'll probably live longer because we'll have more
blood in his system,
more technology. Like, fuck, he'll probably be around forever. Everyone's gonna like, it's Marilyn Manson. It's Marilyn Manson.
So, also, Metal Sucks put out a list of the best albums from 2010 to now.
And the people voted.
People voted.
They voted for Gojira's Magma. Fucking solid.
Yeah,
Magma.
The 2016 album Magma that we all know and love when we listen to Gojira.
I typed Gorilla.
They listed it as number 1, and I mean, I didn't really dive deep into the list, but I mean, it's a good shout. I really enjoy the album.
Dude, it's a sad they didn't win the Grammy for that.
The progressive death metal sound.
Like, they looked really excited. Have you seen the videos of that? Like, they look really excited. They're like, we don't know who's gonna win, and they lose, and it was sad. I think they deserved it. Like, I don't know. I don't remember who took it home that year, but I know they didn't.
I think right after before them they had Behemoth's album from 2016, Satanist.
Oh yeah.
And they had, what was it, Between the Buried and Me was at like 16.
Yeah, and they were number 16, and Tool.
Tool, they didn't give a number, but it was in there. Tool's newest album.
Well, yeah, it's from 2010 to 2019. So Tool's that's
and also the newer band Rivers of Nile. They're also put in that list, which they have a pretty good album. Check it out.
Yeah. Solid. All these albums are solid. Dio was in there too. I think. Was it in it?
I'm not sure. I didn't look at it.
Oh wait, no. What the fuck did it? I'm thinking of another poll that they would do, like best metal songs of all time. Yeah, okay, I'm getting my list confused. So I was like, I heard it on the radio and I wanted to include it.
Yeah, so you can check that out on Metal Sucks. They have their own huge list. I don't know what it goes up to, but yeah. Also, another thing, kind of off topic, is I follow John Petrucci on Instagram, and he shouted out that next August they're gonna have the band camp type thing, where you can go learn how to play guitar, whatever, from the legends themselves. I wanted to go, but guess how much it was? Guess how much it was to go to where the place is at in Irvine?
Isn't it like a couple $100?
No.
Isn't it like $700?
No, take a while.
Because the periphery ones are like
this is
$500.
Because they're
$700.
What they offer is a place to stay in Irvine. It's in Irvine. That's why I'm like, I want to go. Oh. They offer a place to stay for the entire camp. Yeah. And to pay for the camp. I don't know.
Because I know the periphery one is like 4 days and it's like $400.
We're not talking about periphery. We're talking about Prague Gods.
It's like a cabin in the woods. Just play guitar.
Guess how much it was.
I'm gonna say 1,000.
To stay in Irvine, and
a 10.
Yeah, and a 10.
I'm gonna say 2,000 between $4,000.
If you want to be partnered up with somebody, it's around $2,000, and if you want to be alone, it's $3,000.
Bro,
Christmas present?
When is it?
It's next August. It's next year.
Bro,
that'll be a good time to save up $3,000.
Bro, but like you know, like those are mostly kids going, right? Isn't it? Like summer camps? Or is
no,
it like
it's a bunch of adults and want to learn from John Petrucci and Jason Richardson and a lot of other people that they're gonna have there. I forget what the rest of the names are, but those are the two that I know.
Because I know Pliny does his own, and Periphery did do that same thing, and theirs are like in the hundreds. And like, I know like they're mostly kids, but they look like when they show the videos, they're most like fucking little kids, and I'm like, damn.
There's a lot of other older people that want to learn. It's never too late to learn. So
that's true.
Unless you have something against older people.
Ageism. Stop. Stop ageism.
Okay, so for you to shut up, we need to move on into our
reviews.
All these reviews have came out previously, not this week. We will mention some that are coming out this week. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what do they want to know what's coming out?
That is true. Hold on, let me pull that up. I'll pull it up later.
We'll put that after our reviews.
Mm-hmm. So our first album is Coffin Rot, The Monument to the Dead. Sick ass album.
A new band just released their debut. They have a demo on Spotify.
And I haven't listened to it.
They just released their debut album called A Monument to the Dead.
Great. It's solid.
And, yeah, they're a death metal band from Portland, Oregon. And yeah, they released their debut album with Blood Harvest / Rotted Life on October 19th. And yeah, we listened to it together. It was when we were searching up albums that were coming out soon. This one popped up, and we were just like, all right, let's listen. Because funny enough, it did say at the bottom of the review, it said if you like bands like Gatecreeper or Entombed,
which are both bands that me and Brian both
we've been listening to a lot lately. So we were like, all right, we were intrigued, and we listened to it. And
it caught our attention.
We weren't
disappointed at all.
Yeah, because
it was amazing.
It's pretty much brutality of old school death metal.
It's fast. In the early 90s. Groovy. It's heavy. It hits every marker. Yeah. You can definitely hear their influences.
They sound like a lot of early bands like Asphyx or the Cause of Death era of Obituary.
Yeah, like you can listen to it and you're like, damn, like I know where this is coming from, but
the mix also gives it that feel.
Yeah, but it's original. You're like, I know where this is coming from, but it's not. It's familiar enough that you love it, but it's not familiar enough that you're bored of it. That you just like, this is a new approach. This is new. This is different. This is great. This is original in its own sense. But yeah, it's paying tribute.
So the entire album
enjoyed about like that was like the vibe for me.
The entire album is about 32 minutes long. It's just plain old school death metal sounds. Amazing vocals from the vocalists, and also yeah, if you like listening to old school death metal like I do all the time, you can put this into, like I said, you can put this into your playlist of all those songs, and it would fit in like easily, like like a puzzle piece. And you probably you probably wouldn't really, if you're just chilling with the music playing, you probably won't notice a difference which isn't a bad thing to say. It's good because it means it's good music that you put with all the rest of it.
It's familiar.
So yeah, so they start off the album with a song called Supremacis, which is just an intro where it starts off, it's very atmospheric and it's trying to sound creepy and whatnot, and it's really
love it.
It's a good way to start it off. And yeah, it gives off that horror feeling.
Like the one video game with the Insane Asylum and like the reporter.
Yeah.
Like, gives me that type of vibes.
But yeah, so it starts off like that, and basically for a little while they keep that atmosphere going, and then they just straight up jump in with some big open chords, and the speed we know for classic, Swedish death metal like Entombed and Dismember. And basically, they got that sound of those bands as well. And basically, the awesome thing about this album is it's very, very, very catchy. It's very which makes any music good. The key to a great song is making it catchy, and they definitely did that with a lot of their songs. And the intro being a good way to lure anybody in who likes this type of music. Most of the album has amazing guitar playing along with the drums, and that we all like from our old school death metal bands. And basically there's a track called Necrotized that basically it's going about pretty fast throughout the first couple songs, and then this song Necrotized comes in and it slows down, very groovy, and then the vocalist just gets to shine over the very slow guitars and drums. And again, it's very hard. It's very hard to keep your head still when you're listening to this album.
Yeah, it's you're headbanging, you feel the speed, you get the energy, or you're just grooving along. It's just a great headbang.
Well, I mean, if you're a metalhead and you don't move your head, like,
come on, are you really a metalhead?
come on, it's impossible. That's why they have a try not to headbang challenge in the first place.
Yep.
But yeah, it's very easy to get. It's very catchy, like I said. And towards the later part of the album, there's their song "Miasma of Barbarity," which is basically it gives the time for the guitar player to shine, and he has many riffs that he puts into this song that each one is just new and catches you off guard, and it's really really catchy, like I said. And the production, like I said, it's very
done well. Gives it very the mood. It's not super. It doesn't.
It's not perfected, which obviously if it's perfect, it's not good, as Glenn Fricke would say.
Exactly.
Which I agree. Everything's got that old school death metal vibe with the way they mixed it, and just it's perfect. It fits right in, and
it does.
And I would say this is a really top tier death metal album that came out from Portland, Oregon.
This band they're new, and it'd be exciting, like seeing where they go. So again, this is their first album, so
I would say listen responsibly.
Yeah, they just formed last year. Like,
no, I don't think they formed last year, but they released a demo last year.
No, but it said like I on their Instagram it said established.
That still doesn't mean they might have been playing before that.
Oh,
I don't know. But yeah, that's even more impressive what you're saying. But
yeah,
I really doubt it. But yeah, so I don't know, what would we plan on giving this?
5.8. I give it a 5.8. He gives it a 5.5.
We'll meet in this middle, 5.6.
All right, 5.6
out of 6.
So I'm gonna start. The first album I'm reviewing is the new Fit for an Autopsy EP, The Sea of Tragic Beasts. 3 songs came out. You don't know who Fit for an Autopsy is? I don't know why. They're deathcore, and a lot of people don't like deathcore because why? I don't know. But they just don't. But I just want to let you know that it's not. You'll love it. Everyone will love it because Fit for an Autopsy hits all the right markers. They know what they're doing. 3 songs. The one with the shepherd name is the one that stands out for me a lot because it was just like, damn. It sounds like classic Fit for an Autopsy. They know what they're doing. It's breathtaking. It's brutal. It's heavy. It's what you expect from a death metal band, but not. Even they even have like the modern markers of what would make a modern band good. They just appeal to like. It seems like they appeal to all demographics because, you can follow along, you can listen to it, and it's just it hits you. You feel your body. It's not just a headbang, it's like a body sway. Because that's how I've reacted to it. Yeah, if you want to listen to it, I definitely just recommend it. And if you're just looking for new music and you just want to move, but like aggressively, not physically like punch anyone, I'd say check out that EP. The next album that I would listen to this week was the new Walk the Sky Alter Bridge album, and to be honest, I'm not a big Alter Bridge fan. I'm not. I like their song. I like some of their songs. I like a lot of their songs. Just I don't really follow the band too much. I don't know like the albums. I know the songs. I just don't really know the album. So, but I'm kind of familiar with their sound, not their entire catalog, but I'm familiar with some of it that I feel like I can listen to it and maybe I'll enjoy it. But Walk the Sky it wasn't a total letdown because it was. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 6 because it kind of like sounded like what you'd expect Alter Bridge to sound like. They didn't really take it in a new direction. They kind of like, this is what we do. This is what we're known for. This is what we're gonna put out. And yeah, like maybe their classic fans are gonna like that, but at least to me, it didn't feel like anything new. It didn't feel like, hey, look, we're doing this or we're doing this. It just felt like they put out the album they were expected to put out, which isn't bad. Like it wasn't a bad album. And, I definitely wouldn't complain if it's on. you know. But like I probably wouldn't put it on myself. Yeah, they have some really good solid hits. Probably less than others, probably more than others, depending on your opinion. But for me, it just none of the songs. It was an hour long, and none of the songs really stood out. It just felt like it was just dragging, and I don't know. It. That's my opinion. You go. You listen to it. You tell me, because I don't. I don't know. I don't want to be judged for giving a bad opinion, but yeah, it was a little disappointing for me, at least a little bit. But hey, man, it's still a solid, like, listenable album. It's just not, damn. I feel like I said that like 4 times already. Anyways, let's move on to Strawberry Girl. They released the album Tasmanian Glow, and I want to say that I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't know why they released it in the fall. It sounds like a summertime album to me. Just personally, like, they did what they did. They did what Strawberry Girl's known for. If anything, they improved on it. They definitely sound like a band that people will like. You know, they fit the technical aspects of that will satisfy me, like a fan of like Tron or Pliny or Polyphia. You know, given each band has their own style, you know, this band has its own style as well. So they'll satisfy me with that. But they give it like a fun little glow, little pop feel, but yet it's not entirely pop. And they also incorporate a lot of different genres, which is what they do. They incorporate different sounds, but they incorporate. It seems like they incorporate the culture. At least that's the way how I interpret it. You know, like I'm from Southern California, so I see a variety of people, and I feel like it incorporates the culture. And they produce a very good album that's like aesthetically pleasing. It's smooth, it's comfortable, and it's technical. You know, you can just sit back and relax and listen to it, or you can just put it on and dance, or you can put it on and just, you know, get all headbangy and like guitar shreddery. You know, it's a good, fun album to learn to play the songs. It's exciting, it's different, it's familiar yet different, and I really liked it. I feel like they did an extremely very well good job mixing in those different elements of inspirations from different genres and different songs, and not that many bands can pull that off, and I believe that they did a fantastic job. So I give this album a 5 out of 6.
One of my albums that I'm going to review is by the band 1349. They're a black metal band from Norway, and their new album is called The Infernal Pathway. It's been about a half decade since these guys have dropped a collection of their music, and they're back in time for the October, you know, Halloween season, and 1349 is supposed to be a grim and sort of scary black metal band, and really this album kind of just makes them seem like a bunch of committed dudes to the season. This album begins with the song Abyssos Antithesis, and which wastes no time establishing their dominance as a black metal band. And it has unrelenting speed and frantic drumming that are topped off with some raspy vocals. The songs Enter Cold Void Dreaming and Striding the Chasm are a personification of chaos unleashed within their craft with their finesse and precision of their instruments. And for the most part, this album can be plainly labeled as just a lot of speed, but that doesn't take away from their album, because towards the end of their album, or the last song on their album, is over 8 minutes long. And the last track, Stand Tall and Fire, demonstrates their ability to also include atmosphere with their songs, rather than just what the first part of the album did with a lot of speed and just brutality. This album puts 1349 above and beyond some of their contemporaries, and through all the chaos, gloom, and fury that they provided in this album, I give them a 4 out of 6. Alright, and the next album I'm going to review is Necronomicon's Eunice, that we mentioned in the last video that they're going to release, and it got released on the 19th as well. And Necronomicon, if you don't know, is one of Canada's longest tenure extreme metal bands, with their roots of black and death metal going all the way back to 1988. And in the mid-2000s, this band took a hiatus for about 7 years, and they came back with a weak return of the album, The Return of the Witch, followed by probably two of their best albums, Rise of the Elder Ones and Advent of a Human God. And this album, Eunice, would be their sixth full album, their sixth full length album. Personally, when I heard the opener of this, they seem to waste very little time, and they drop into this very Dimmu Borgir style of black metal, very symphonic, but also has the dose of brutal riffs and drumming. But with this start, it makes it very worrying and confusing for what we're going to hear in the rest when we compare what we know Necronomicon to be and with this intro they provided that's more Dimmu Borgir type. However, when they jump into the next song, they return back to bass, and the next song is called Infinite Tuum Continuum, which is very furious with its delivery, and it has the symphonic elements, but they're very subtle, and it just adds a boost to their sound overall. And then rather than being very brutal as they were, it seems to be pretty laid back and melodic compared to the rest of the album. And personally, after that song, they have their song Paradise Lost. I don't know if that's a connection to the band or not, but their next song, Paradise Lost, which is personally my favorite because immediately they go from this symphonic style black metal to just this straight heavy riffs and rhythms of black and death metal that I enjoy. And the song The Price of the Soul serves as an interlude to the song Singular Dominus, which leads into side B. And side A, again, kind of gives you this weird feeling because we don't really know Necronomicon for this sound. So, but good for all of us who do like this band. On side B, they go right back to what we like, and there's a much more sense of urgency when we hear this side. It starts off with the song The Thousand Masks, which has the same brutality as the song Paradise Lost, which again was my favorite. But then they bring in this very doomy sound when they get into the song Ascending the Throne of Batar. But simply put, the second half is pretty much the meat and potatoes of this album. It's the most, heavy, most long-driven speed and energy, and it's maintained all the way throughout the second half until their closing track that is just closes out the album in a strong fashion. Overall, and I would say unfortunately, this album doesn't really bring Necronomicon much higher from where they were with their last two albums. I feel like the last two albums were a pretty good peak, and with this album, they kind of really didn't go anywhere with it, maybe a little downwards, but that doesn't suggest that they're falling off in any way. I would just say it's because of this weak first start. It's different, but according to what we know about this band, it was weak, but then, they hit us with the strong second half, which really made up for a lot, which kind of made it this sort of back and forth. But I would say it's a solid release from them, and even though it's not their strongest to date, and for that, I'd give this album a 3.5 out of 6. All right.
Hey,
so now
it's time to talk about the local scene.
Yeah, pretty much the stuff that's coming up from the local scene.
Next Saturday, 26th, Fat Man is throwing a Thrashoween, right?
Yeah, Fat Man Productions.
Fat Man is throwing Thrashoween, and Genocide HQ is hosting the Holocaust in OC. So, you guys are in OC or even LA, you should come down to Genocide HQ or drive to Fullerton to the Riff House and support Fat Man Productions, because those are at the same time. They announced LA Onslaught 3, which was the third one, with a great lineup as well.
Yeah, Onslaught 3 is going to be on December 7th. We got quite a ways, but they just announced it the other day, so we're just throwing it out there.
Same, we're excited. We'll keep reminding you guys, though. We'll keep reminding.
But yeah, so the top two that are coming up are on the same day, unfortunately. But, you can pick and choose. If you're more of a thrash person, you go to Fat Man Productions.
Or a death metal guy.
If you're into death metal, come over to Genocide's HQ and
at the Holocaust.
Yeah,
join us for the Holocaust.
We'll probably post the Genocide one on our page.
Yeah.
And then we could probably just link you guys to Fat Man Productions Instagram page. We'll put it in the description. And you can check out the bands that are gonna be at that one too.
At the Riff House in Fullerton. Yeah. And
pretty much
it. Our sponsor, Neighbors LB, sharpens your knives. Use a coupon code TRYNEIGHBORS to get 25% off your first sharpen.
You're gonna have to zoom in on it.
You see this, Teddy? Fuck you.
Bring in the money. That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Signing off.